our picks. That's all I think I was gonna say. We're live.
Okay, we got no keeping it going.
We're live right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. I'm saying we don't have the Stokes and Ned not keeping track for us.
Oh,
this
good
year.
point. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, let's just do it.
We'll do it. We can have Tucker go back and track our picks for us.
Do it live too.
Can you track them for us live? That'd be awesome if you could do that. Yeah. Love has a computer in front of him. Tucker, here's paper. Elliot, very analog of you.
Do the yo thing.
All right, we ready to roll?
Yeah.
I know, right? It's the hey, hello, yo, birds. All right.
It is.
Hey, hello. It is the Go Birds. Well, I guess you're correct. That is the if you're watching the video, people will get why.
There's very few people in my life. I think I can say the cadence of more than you.
Thank you.
Honest to God. Like, I think I could do a better impersonation of you, I think, than Kristen. By the way,
real quick, presented by the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app. You love to play, you play to win. Bet Parks.
By the way, this weekend, Kristen versus Emily in fantasy.
Oh no!
Yeah. Forgot to bring that up.
Grudge match.
Also, Kristen did lose to Kristen Motion City.
No! So for those who, I don't know if you're like, maybe you're just a Bet Parks pod person, like
makes sense.
Which good for you. That's freaking awesome.
Advice.
As we always say, we love doing it. If you missed the Saturday show, Chris, our great listener, great real one, Chris Motion City called in, and Elliot just went. This is after only the Thursday and Friday games. The entire slate of football is left to play. And he's like, how you like that L, Chris? How'd you eat it? Hell yeah.
And then he lost. And then she lost. Yeah. There is, since we're on the.
Oh, it's okay. So you were texting me like fantasy smack talk.
I know.
You're like, oh, Roman Dunze hurt. And I'm like, is this a fantasy?
It is a fantasy thing. So here's what I'll say. In not just fantasy, but in gambling as well. There's nothing that gives you false hope more than A, odds, and B, when the fantasy thing says it's like 85%.
Oh, I don't even.
And then you look, and 2 minutes later, it's like, actually, you're definitely going to lose.
I don't even look at it.
Or with odds, like, there'll be so many times I look at a soccer game, and I'm like, oh, they're like minus 400.
There is no way they lose.
And then, like, they definitely just lose.
Yeah.
So, but that's why it's fun.
It is fun. I agree with you. All right. Bet Parks Picks Pod.
Yeah.
We're going to go through every game finally together.
Yeah.
Still don't know how I did last week, but I know it was amazing.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to decide whether or not we want to count it.
It won't count. You weren't
okay.
here.
That's fine.
I did make the picks. Like they are. I could go back and listen. That's
the tough thing about including it is then it's percentage because we'll have an uneven amount,
which is no fun.
Which is fine.
I just want to be able to gloat about how good I did. It doesn't have to,
if you did good.
I did good.
Okay.
I feel super confident. Like thinking back, I mean, I nailed it. But
well, I'm excited to do this because I feel like it's our first chance to go through the league.
I know.
Like
We have
thoughts on each team.
Yeah, so we good. All right, let's just dive right in.
Let's just.
By the way, I have later on the most Elliot final thought that I've maybe ever given in my life.
Excited to hear.
So I'm going to save the movies because I have to give this final thought.
Better than my one about being closer to the sun makes you colder.
So it's in
the same ilk.
Kind of. So there's another type of here's all I'll say. There's another type of Elliot final thought that you've done many times on this pod, different variations of that I'm doing today.
All right. Well, I can't wait. Let's get through this.
Let's go through it. All right. Let's dive in. Tonight's game, Thursday night game. It is a good one. It is a good one. The Bills at the Dolphins. The Dolphins a 2.5-point home favorite against the Bills.
Man, I was watching the Bills Cardinals this past week. I'm just not in on the Bills. I think their ship has sailed. Like, I think they hit their crescendo and they're on their way down. That being said, the Dolphins might be complete frauds too. So I actually think it's a great game between two teams that are definitely not winning the Super Bowl. I mean, the Bills would have a better shot than the Dolphins, but the Dolphins need it. I'll take the Dolphins.
Well, they're both 1-0. They're both 1-0.
Oh, good point. The Dolphins did win.
Yeah, but it is in Miami.
They played poorly.
Yeah, home game Thursday night.
I'll go Dolphins.
Good. I'm taking the Bills. Love the Bills in this one.
Are you still like in on them because you've been?
So here's where I'm at with the Bills. Josh Allen. I'm in on.
Yeah,
I'm in on them because of Josh. That's what you saw in that game. Like, I actually think if I had to make my quarterback rankings right now, like, and I love CJ Stroud. I know.
Yeah.
Mahomes isn't even part of quarterback rankings. Mahomes is all by himself in its own thing. Like, he should not be on the same list with anyone. NFL players, are you listening? Not me. But for me right now today, I think Josh Allen's my number 2. That's where I'm at with Josh Allen. Over Stroud. And I love Stroud. And I think Stroud will be like, Stroud's the only one who I think could, not Mahomes, but like, I think Stroud could be an all-timer. I love him. But I'm saying right now, today, if I have to win a football game, I'm taking Josh Allen after Patrick.
So I think I'm pretty clear with like Mahomes. I obviously won. Stroud to me is still obviously
Stroud's my
2.
number 3.
It's still 2. Then I think it's Josh Allen. Then I think there's
a gap. That's the point. I agree. I think it's those
Lamar's
3 at the top.
Probably 4.
Lamar's 4. I right there
Joe
with you.
Burrow cooked.
What did I say to you? Didn't I bring this
I've
up
been
in the
saying this. I've been
no.
Mr.
You've been
Burrow's
for a
cook.
while.
Yeah,
But in
okay,
preseason, I kept talking about he had a wrist injury no one's ever had
Well,
before. No quarterback has
Have you
ever
seen
had.
all the videos
That-
of him like
that's
going
why
like
I
this?
brought this up. I brought up coming in.
Yeah.
The thing that stuck out to me, and I said this in the preview pods or when we were talking in general. I said it last week when I picked the Patriots to cover. I didn't pick them to win,
good
but
for
I
you.
took the Patriots
Good
plus
for you.
8.5 because the fact that Joe Burrow couldn't throw, he threw 3 days in a row, one time in preseason training. He couldn't throw 3 days in a row more than one time. Like,
And
that's
it's just
bad.
wild to watch him do this stuff with
In the water
wrist,
bottle,
like,
the whole thing.
Water bottle video wasn't as
A
compelling
little,
to me,
yeah.
but the wrist stuff is
Yeah.
big.
So it's a
If
thing.
he was the Eagles quarterback, I would be sounding
we
the
would be
alarm of like
freaking out.
they are screwed.
Yeah, I think it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm with you. And they got a tough matchup. Which we'll
And
get
the
to.
hair is awful.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's like midlife crisis.
All right. So I love the Bills in this game. I don't know if I'm in on them again, but the point is I think I'm in on them to the extent that they have Josh Allen. So
Yeah.
I think they could win any game because of it.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Okay. Let's get to Sunday. Game with two teams who desperately need a win. The Browns and the Jaguars.
We're not guessing lines, I guess.
We're going to them. Oh, do you want to?
Why
You
didn't
can.
Truth
I've got them
Bears
in front of me.
Yeah,
so
no, I'll try.
would you like to? Yeah. So the Browns at the Jaguars, two teams that had one got blown out week one, the
Yeah.
other one a 17-7 lead, a fumble,
Well,
Etienne fumble, and then it goes the other way.
talk about teams that are screwed. The Browns are like all time.
So
screwed at
can I
quarterback.
give you some credit for something?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, because I didn't give you credit
I'll
for the last
allow
one as
you. I
much as I
will
probably
allow it.
should have with the
Yeah.
Joe Burrow thing. You were the only person
Thank
that
you.
I heard when the whole Eagles Deshaun Watson thing was happening and look, we all didn't want, or a lot of us did not want Deshaun
Right.
Watson. This pod made it very clear we wanted nothing to do with Deshaun
Right.
Watson. You were the only one who was on top of the person, which we didn't want here. You were the only one who was like, I think he stinks. He's taking a year off from football. Like, I don't think you said,
Yeah, no,
we are never going to see that Deshaun Watson ever again. Bro, you nailed it.
Dude, could you imagine if they would have traded for him?
Dude, he might.
It is the biggest bullet they've ever done.
So I didn't see Bryce Young play. I'm sure he was worse. But I watched a lot of football that Sunday. No Eagles.
Right.
Deshaun Watson was the worst quarterback I watched.
Yeah, he was around.
In my opinion, he was the worst I watched the entire day.
I just think he's done. It's just I don't want to say it's a shame, but like
I think he's done.
Yeah, I think he's done.
Yeah,
done.
it's the worst trade in the history of the ML. It's the worst contract.
That being said, I don't think this is a big line. So I would go Jaguars minus like 1.
It's -3.
Okay, fair. All right.
So who do you
I
like?
thought the Browns would get a little juice. I'll go with the Jags.
Would have been hilarious after that.
I know.
Like, hey, listen, I think Deshaun's
The
gonna show
Browns
up in this
defense
one.
is good, but like
It's
when you
so
have
good.
a quarterback playing that poorly,
Well, you saw it. They were
Yeah.
in it early in the game. The defense was flying around playing, and then Deshaun,
it's gotta be demoralizing.
and then it cried. They were like,
Yeah.
Miles Garrett was not flying around the same way.
Yeah.
All right. I love the Jags in this one. I am fully out on the
Yeah.
Browns. I know they have a great defense. I'm out on Deshaun Watson. I'm not out on the Jags yet. Like, they should have beaten the Dolphins.
Yeah, and by the way,
Out on them. I don't think they're winning anything big, but I mean, I think they can make the playoffs.
Deshaun Watson tweeting the little cap emoji at me last year.
Oh yeah, that was a big.
Come
that was
at
a
the
big.
king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right. Come at the king. You best not
You
miss.
best not
Yeah,
miss.
suck
Unfortunately,
it,
yeah.
Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson. God, he's bad. Okay. Interesting one because of obviously the injury. I think this would have been one of the games of the week if not for the injury. But the Colts at the Packers. Malik
all right.
Willis.
Let me give you an Anthony Richardson take.
Okay.
I think we're overrating him still. It was an amazing
Love
throw.
this.
An
Great
amazing throw. but
He's
it
not
was,
there yet.
It was one play.
So
like,
the fact that he had started only 18 games in his life before the NFL
yeah, like
at quarterback, that is a wild
and he
stat.
missed a lot of easy throws.
That is a wild
Yeah.
stat, man.
So this is in Green Bay?
This is in Green Bay.
I would assume actually, they're not gonna be on the road after Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Colts -1.
Colts -3.
Wow. I think I'm gonna take the Colts.
I think I have to. That feels
Malik
like
Willis blows.
I think so.
He just blows. Like they have a ton of talent, but it's just so hard when your quarterback is that bad.
I agree with you. It's just one of those things.
Although
too,
is
that
he
we're
much
just,
better than
we all
Anthony
feel like
Richardson?
we're gonna. It's like, oh, obviously they're gonna be terrible. Malik Willis.
Yeah, it's fair.
Where's a damn good coach?
All right,
man.
so what you taking?
I'm gonna take the Colts with you, but I just want
I do think the Packers and the points. Is
I want it
compelling.
noted for the record that I don't love the pick.
Okay, but
and
to be clear,
I
you
would not
picked the
bet on this
Colts.
game. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the Colts.
Oh, we did build the parlay.
We'll get there.
Well, I'm just
Keep eyes on.
we don't
stuff.
like any parlays yet.
Oh yeah. Well, the Jags potentially. I really
Jags,
like the
yeah.
Jags against the Browns.
Okay.
So that's a potential parlay game. All
All
right,
right.
next one. Chargers at the Panthers. The Panthers,
Oh,
yet
man.
again, the worst team in football.
Whew.
Definitively.
Bryce Young, very bad.
Bryce Young, very
first
bad.
throw of the season being an interception.
Oh, yeah.
It's not quite Jalen, but
So
like that is.
you were a
or I'm
little.
saying Jalen's is not
Yes.
bad. Yeah.
You were a little in on Cardinals or whatever, right? At the beginning of the season.
Coach?
That coach, didn't you say you thought he had a little bit of swag or
Yeah,
something?
he does have swag.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Like
does,
Dave
yeah.
Canales?
Canales. Thank you. I said Cardinals.
You were actually
close.
semi-close.
Kind of close, right?
Yeah.
Like, who is
considering
this guy?
who even cares?
Who the hell is
yeah,
this guy?
exactly.
Why
Yeah.
is he the
I
coach
couldn't
of the
even give him his
Panthers?
name at all.
Yeah.
So that was good. I'm gonna go Chargers minus like 6.
Yes.
Boom. There we
My
go.
first
There we go.
thing.
The season can officially
Yes.
begin.
I'll take the Chargers.
Yeah, I
I'll go
will.
first.
Yeah, I will. So. Yeah.
Like, I don't think the Chargers are going to be great. I think the Harbaugh thing matters. I think they'll be a competent team on like the Staley thing. I really think the Panthers are that bad.
I think the Panthers might win one game.
Yeah, I think they're a one-ish win team.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Okay, good. So that's a potential parlay game.
Potential parlay, which
I
means
agree.
they'll definitely cover.
Which means they'll
But
cover. Yes.
I would love to know the team's covering rate after losing by 30 plus the week before. I would think it's actually pretty high.
You would think they show
you know,
up.
yeah. But still,
that's the ebbs and flows.
yes, the
NFL.
Chargers are good.
All right. Vegas Raiders. See, this is a tough week for games, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. Not many
gonna
good
say.
ones.
Also, I have a Raiders take for you.
Oh, good. All right. Well, it's Raiders at guess the line, and then we'll get the take. Raiders at the Ravens. 2 0-1 teams needing a victory.
Yeah, Ravens at the Chiefs, though. That's tough. Ravens.
Joking.
Yeah, no, I know.
Together,
But they do need the win. Ravens minus 7.5.
Very close. Ravens
Oh.
minus 8.5.
Okay. So my Raiders take is there is not a more insignificant team in the NFL than the Raiders.
It's a great take.
Like, whoever has a take on the Raiders?
So
Like, they're there and they're a good franchise because
so I get it. You're saying that the Panthers are significant because they're so bad.
Yeah.
Because the Panthers
what's the
as a
Raiders
franchise,
take? They're like a 6-win team. They're not bad enough to be number one. They're not good enough
I think
to matter.
the take is can you believe Antonio Pierce punted from the 40 whatever yard line?
Yeah, that was
down?
bad.
Like that was unbelievable. I mean, for you, that was the most un-Elliott coaching decision of all of week 1.
I can't wait to get to the Giants. But go ahead.
Good. All right. So who are you taking? 8.5.
I'm gonna take the team that wasn't the Raiders. The Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens too.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to go parlay. It's a lot of points, but I do like
in
the Ravens.
Baltimore. I mean,
I think the Ravens beat the snot.
Yeah,
out of the
agreed.
Raiders this week. Okay. How about this one? An important one for us as Eagles fans. The Saints coming off a drubbing of the Panthers. Hard to know what to make of that at the Dallas Cowboys.
so Saints early season I think is tough for the Eagles. So I think next we'll
that's
talk
in
about a
New
week.
Orleans,
Yeah,
so
that's
you're
gonna be a tough one. You'd rather get them later in the year. So in Dallas,
in Dallas.
I'm gonna go Cowboys minus 4.5.
Close. Cowboys minus 6. You're doing a nice
Not
job
that
so far.
close.
No, but
I mean it's not that close.
trying
It's
to-
okay.
I'm
No, I
trying to pump
appreciate
you
it,
up
but
a
it's a
little bit.
different level of line.
You're right.
It is.
you know,
I appreciate
I
it.
know.
But
minus 6, Dallas.
I'm gonna go Dallas minus 6. I don't know if the Saints are ready to go into
So
Dallas.
I am too,
Yeah.
but it's only because the game's in Dallas.
Yeah,
And
it's
I've
toughest
been
place
there.
to
I
play
get
in
it.
the
What is it?
NFL,
Like
yeah.
15 straight regular season games they've
Yeah,
won
they
there.
win
So
all the
I know
time,
they
yeah.
lost
And
in
they
the
win
playoffs
big there,
there.
too.
Yeah. I agree with you. I don't buy week 1 from the Saints.
Yeah.
That's more Panthers suck than Saints are good. What are the freaking odds? And this is not me jumping around. I'm going straight in. If you open the BetPark Sportsbook and Casino, which you
Is it
should,
the Giants.
open it up and bet on these games with us. The next game
Okay.
is the Giants at the Commanders. How
All
about
right.
that? What are the odds of that?
You ready for this? I think if I had to pick out of Joe Sheen, Brian
Is it
Dable,
Shane or Sheen?
Sheen, whatever. Regardless.
Joe
of
Shame.
him, yeah, that's good.
I got a lot from Tucker. That's
If
all
I had to
want.
pick out of him, Dable, and Daniel Jones, I would take Daniel Jones. All this Daniel Jones hate, he's bad. Don't get me wrong. The bigger issue there is the GM.
Well, I think it's the GM. I think Dable. Like
Dable
I don't think
blows. Dable is.
I don't think Dable's a good coach, but I think he's the best of those 3.
I don't. Dude,
we've at least seen him have success at the NFL level.
But Daniel Jones did the same year
But he's
too.
with Daniel Jones. Like Daniel Jones is so bad, dude.
So is
Daniel Jones.
Dable. Like
I think Dable's
Dude.
bad. Look, I think we're talking about 3 bad
right,
ones.
for sure.
I think it goes Dable, Jones, Shane.
So when he kicked a field goal on like 4th and 2,
Oh, is it horrible?
and then he
decision.
did it again from like the 30.
He's a bad coach.
Yes,
But I think Daniel Jones is a whole.
but I think Daniel Jones suffers.
The main thing that we should be talking about is the fact that somehow we both think that Joe Shane is 3rd of this. Like that,
Yeah, dude. I used
like
to think
Joe Shane is a disaster.
Yeah, you want to talk about a mistake?
You
of
would
this.
agree Dable over Shane, right? Like we're both there at least.
Yeah, I think. But again, I think they're mostly the same. But yes, I would agree. I would rather have Dable because at least Dable I know could be an
Dable's
offensive
at least
coordinator.
a football guy. Like at least Dable. Yeah, like
I
you know
think
what
that dude is a fraud.
He
Like
might be, but he's coached under some real deal people.
I just think he's a
been-
coordinator. He's
He
not
might
a head
be.
coach.
I mean, he's clearly a very good offensive coordinator. He is proven in the
Yeah, I
NFL.
mean, he did have
and
Josh Allen. but
Sure, but he also built Josh Allen.
yes.
I mean, when Josh Allen came in the league, he was the worst accuracy quarterback we've ever seen.
I would be interested in him as a coordinator. I would never hire him as a head coach.
Good take.
Big Dan Campbell guy. Always have been, always.
Buddy. One of the great wins.
Yeah, you called that one.
I know.
You did. You really
I know.
did. So I
loved him back. Like old school back when he was remember the interim coach thing?
Yeah.
I was like, he's doing Oklahoma drills. I love this
one.
guy.
So wait, who are they playing? I don't know.
At Washington. You got to guess line.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go Washington. Washington -3. I don't know if they know what to do.
-1.5.
Okay. Damn,
so that I love Washington here.
Yeah.
But it's also that is a much lower line than I was expecting. I was expecting
the Giants are gonna
2.5 or
quit.
3. That's my point. I thought when I watched week 1, Washington was bad too. I think Tampa's better than Minnesota, and I factor that in, like distinctly better.
Yes, yeah.
So like, man, Washington's at home. I don't understand how this is not like. I know there's the
Josh
new
Harris
3,
home opener,
2.5, whatever it is, but like, how is this 1.5? I love Washington. That the only reason I'm scared is because it's not more.
Yeah, that's a good
like
point. And also, I think Washington's better than the Giants anyway. So
period.
You would think, yeah. I mean, this could be a parlay.
So that's like if you're going to go by win totals, right? Like you go in the season and say like, all right, this is what the odds makers think of these teams coming into the season off 1 week.
Yeah,
the Giants got blown out worse even than Washington did. Washington a higher win total coming in the season. Like they're at home. It doesn't make any sense.
I agree. I think they have a better quarterback.
Yeah,
like,
this line makes no sense. I'm going to take
so that way we stay
away
from it.
Like this is the something fishy. The fishy line of the week right here for me is
this might be it. All right. Well, I'm gonna take Washington too.
I love
we'll talk parlay.
Like, let's talk lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we keep it out of the parlay because
yes.
All right. Stick with New York. The New York Jets needing a win. Head into Tennessee to take on those. Should have beaten the Bears and blew the game.
I know. So I think people
was the Will Levis interception top 5 worst.
That was like Carson-esque.
That Carson.
Yeah.
We all right. Was there an Eagles fan? He like threw it over his back. Oh my!
Yeah,
it was
absurd. And it was so bad.
You know when the quarterback goes hands to the head
while the play is like still happening,
while the ball's in the air, he's like, no.
That's got to be the worst feeling to watch it.
It has to be the worst feeling.
I'm gonna go. Okay, Jets -. It's in Tennessee. Wow, 2 straight on the road for the Jets. Jets -5.
So I would have guessed higher too. It's only 3.5, which is a little weird.
Which is kind of 6.5 in a way.
If
you still think you get the
or 5 and
right.
5, 6, whatever.
I'm gonna take the Jets. I think people are being a little harsh on the game 1. Like it's at San Fran. Like
Aaron Rodgers has not played football in 2 years.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
So I really like the Jets in this one. I think they're better.
Is a parlay?
Maybe.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying it's a maybe parlay.
Not a ton of great games this week.
Dude, they're all bad. That's what I was saying to you. Like, this is as ugly a week as you will see in terms of great games. Like, as I look through, and the shame of it is there's really one game which we'll get to that should stand above the rest, but the quarterback's wrist might not work. So it kind of makes it a problem.
A major problem, I would think.
All right, let's get back to the games in a sec. But first, again, you're listening. This is the Bet Parks Picks Pod. We are picking every game. We're going to do a parlay. It's going to be a little widget.
Yeah.
Widget on the thing. You can bet with us, literally with us.
Hit the little button,
but only
put a few shekels.
Yes, but only if you're a part of the Bet Parks community. You got to download it now, get involved. It's not just us: Mike Quick, Seth Joyner, Jody Mack, Rob Ellis, Joe Conklin, and somehow us on that list. Eliot Shorr-Parks, James Seltzer. We are the Bet Parks lineup. Bet Parks, the official sportsbook and online casino of Go Birds. It's the only sportsbook and online casino that we recommend, that we use. It's the only app we care about. Bet Parks has an amazing kickoff offer for new customers. It is a great deal. Get a 50-1 odds boost. Yes, 50-1 on your pick to win this year's Pro Football Championship from the Bet Parks online casino and sportsbook book. I'm going to tell you about the deal in a sec, but I did make my Super Bowl pick on the last Bet Parks pod.
Oh, did you?
I picked the Lions over the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I like the Lions over the Texans, but I feel like there's too much juice on the Texans. Got to go Chiefs. Honestly, probably should pick the Chiefs to win it all, but I can't do that 3-peat thing. Lions over Chiefs. Would you like to say now who you would use your 50? I would use my 51 odds boost on the Lions is the point.
I would just use it on the Chiefs.
Smart.
Yeah.
Probably
supposed to be real here.
Yeah.
50-1 for the Chiefs. Like, I'll take that.
Smart. So here's how you can do it. New users sign up now, make a deposit, and receive a 50-1 super odds boost. BetParks.com has all the terms and conditions aforementioned. Kansas City, San Francisco, Detroit, Baltimore, Cincinnati.
God, they're so cooked.
Our team, all potential favorites. You can bet on any and all of them. Pick one. Download the BetParx Sportsbook and online casino app. Your best bet. Get your 50-1 super odds boost. Plus, you can also enjoy a casino action, 24/7 live dealers, casino games, so much more. This is a limited time offer for new customers only. The 50-1 super odds boost from BetParx must be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right.
Elliot.
You are good at me. You know what I do.
It's like it's so in my
it's
head.
one of those things where, so like
I've heard it probably.
You obviously know the Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's honestly we're probably not far
We
off.
got a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Doing
When
this,
you
so
consider the
it
shows,
does
the
make sense.
pods.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'd be curious.
I'd be curious to figure it out too. So I've gone and done like the producing thing. Like I'm well over 10,000 hours. But like I'm intrigued.
I mean, if you consider, let's say, conservatively 4 hours a week.
Yeah.
Because the show plus, so maybe 4 is, let's say, conservatively.
We've been doing the body
3.
since 2018.
So 5 years.
Almost 6 years now.
So
Because you started at the beginning as 28. So no, it's 6 years. Because you started at the beginning of 2018.
So what's
season.
6 times 52?
Tucker?
This feels like a Tucker question.
We're just like Tucker.
312.
Is it really?
That'd be impressive. 312.
Yo!
Wow.
Yo, who knew we had a math
job.
in our look
Good
at this.
job. So we're actually at 1,248 hours.
That seems low.
Seems low. I think
There's
we're
no
doing
way.
this
There's
wrong.
more than we're doing that wrong.
Well, if I'm doing 4 hours a week, sorry, hold on. So I did 6 times 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year. So 300.
No, you got to do 4 times 52 times 6.
No. It's 6 years and 52 weeks in a year. Correct.
Right. Yes, but do you understand the math? So you got to do 4 times 52 because it's 4 hours because it's a
Yeah. Well,
per week.
I did that next. So 6
No, but that's
times-
got to be first.
Why?
Would it change it? I think it would
No,
change
it
it.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. So I find out the number of weeks and then I do the hours in a week. Right. So there's 312 weeks we've been working together, essentially, which seems small, but
Yeah.
and then we do it 4 hours a week. So
yeah, 3 times 12 would
3 times, it'd be 4 times 312.
seems low.
Does.
I feel like this is wrong. Some
Dynamite
smart
podcast
listener, I mean Tucker
I'm pretty confident in this. I'm not gonna lie.
of the math, you mean?
Yeah, the math does seem low, but if we're gonna figure it out, I think that's the way to do it. 4 hours a week. We just agreed 4 hours a week.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did say 3, but let's just stick with 4.
Yeah.
And then you do it times the weeks. And to figure out the weeks, you
2
do
hours on the I don't know. But then that doesn't include like when we've hosted the morning show.
No, I
together,
agree.
hosted
It's
the midday
probably
show
another
together.
800 hours, I would say.
Yeah.
So we're at
we gotta
2,000.
get it up. That's not enough.
10,000 is a lot of hours.
I know. Well, that's what. Yeah, I was. Yeah,
I would hope I could do anything for 10,000 hours, and I promise I'd be elite at it by the end of it.
I believe in you.
10,000 hours is absurd.
Little hint into my final thought.
Okay,
Let's keep
all
it
right,
rolling
go
here. All right. We have too many 1 o'clock games. Still 3 more. There are only 3
Okay.
4 o'clocks this week, which I hate. Please stop doing that, NFL. Give us more 4 o'clock games.
Yeah.
But
Especially last week.
But
too.
put the Eagles at 1 o'clock. Seriously,
Yeah.
what the hell? All right. Seahawks at the Patriots.
Seahawks at the Patriots.
1-0 Patriots.
Yeah. Patriots -2.
No, the Seahawks -3.5.
All right. Bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was off.
So where you at on this?
I'll take the Seahawks.
I will too. It's funny though that you said the Patriots. Would be
Yeah, I know.
I think this is a classic. Better. You know what? I mean,
I'm excited to hear what a classic it was.
Well, I forgot the Seahawks won. I was going to be a classic. This team needs it more than the other team, but they won, so they don't need it more.
I love when
necessarily.
people do this is a classic. You order just then something that's very not classic.
Yeah.
Like a classic, you order the sandwich at 2 o'clock on a
Yeah.
Wednesday. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the Seahawks were 1. They're not. I'm still going to go with the Seahawks.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
I just can't see the Patriots winning 2 weeks in a row or
the Seahawks
playing it
beat
super
the
tight.
Broncos, didn't they?
Yeah, but it was
Yeah,
tight. It was
was tight,
tighter than
yeah.
shit. I was less impressed with the Seahawks than I wanted to be, but week 1. All right, let's move on. Niners at the Vikings.
I'm gonna go
Short
9.
week on the road.
Yeah, Niners -5.
5.5.
Oh, so close.
Pretty good though.
It's a win.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
win.
a
I think
win.
within a point.
I think within a point and within a half point in particular.
Yeah, and if you nail it, that's
I'll take the Niners, but it is a lower line than I would expect.
I'm not buying a Sam Darnold against a good defense. Also, the Niners know Sam Darnold.
I think Sam Darnold's competent.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But like he was really good.
Oh,
against
he's not going to do it.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
No. They will
Yeah.
shut that down. And the
Yeah.
Niners and we've done a lot of we're out on the Niners this year and all that. Like the defense, still pretty good.
Yes, I'm gonna go Niners.
They fly around. I'm going to take the Niners too. Not sure if it's a problem
Yeah.
or not. Playoff rematch. So this is probably the game of the week since the wrist thing. I guess they're the next 2 games, but I mean even Arizona's involved.
Right.
Man, the Buccaneers at the Lions.
It's a good one. Lions -4.
7.5. I don't know if it could be the game of
That seems
the
high.
week when it's like one of the highlights.
Yeah, that seems
That
high.
is a Lions line.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a Lions line. You're right. All right, I'll take the Lions.
So I might take the Bucs.
Dude, I think the
that's
Lions
line.
are like really good.
I picked them to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to take the Lions too,
Yeah.
but that's a lot of points. But I think the Lions poured on.
If you're the Eagles, would you rather go to Dallas or to Detroit?
Detroit, but
only
only because I've never been in that building. I think Detroit's better. So from that perspective, if you were just asking the place,
Or would you rather go to Kansas City or Detroit? I think I'd rather go to Kansas City.
Dude, I'm all out on domes. I don't need any.
Dude,
games.
if you think Dallas,
Dallas
is worse, but like, trust me, Detroit.
I'm with you. Detroit's smaller. It's probably
it's
I'm
like
with you. I'm with
bad.
you. Okay,
it's great, but it's bad.
So we'll both take the Lions, but again, I could easily see the Bucs keeping it tight.
Yeah.
I think the Bucs are probably a team that we underrated coming into the season. Like they're
I agree. I think they're a level above what I thought.
It's same, and Baker I think is like better than he was.
Did you hear the call to Cleveland radio? First call after the Browns.
Oh, but how funny is that? I didn't think about that with Baker kicking
They'd be so much better off.
Oh, I mean, they would be. But Baker's better. They've got a roster, man.
Baker's way better.
Like
number one.
Like
he's
they're not even
5 times better than Deshaun Watson.
I know. Yeah, well, if Deshaun Watson's the 32nd best quarterback, I mean, Baker's like 16. That's
Watson's got to be the worst trade of all time.
I said it before. I think it's two things. I think it's the worst trade of all time and
the
worst contract of all time.
Yeah,
it's guaranteed. I think it's the two worsts ever. And when you combine them, it's like, it's the Browns. It's just, of course.
I know.
Of course, it's the Browns.
They got to cut him.
I would. I said that to you. We texted
I think
about
you gotta
it.
cut
I was like, and you were like, "What about the money?" I was like, "I don't care."
I agree.
Time to move on.
Well, I think I said I would just tell him to go away.
Yeah, you said
not take the cap hit. Just be like you can just
because it is which is crazy.
He would never agree to do that.
It's like $140 million cap hit.
Yeah, but maybe you're better off taking it for 1 year.
I think so too, and just move on.
And like getting him just done.
Dude, that's what I would do.
If he was on the Eagles, that would be my. I'd like cut him.
Thank God.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say. All right, Rams at the Cardinals. We are finally at the 4:00 game. So
wow. Rams minus.
It's a fun one. It's a fun for this week.
I'm kind of in on the Cardinals. We were texting about this.
Yeah. They can at least move the ball and
I think Kyler's okay.
They got your dude running the show.
Yeah. Well, dude, when they were beating Buffalo, I was really close to texting you. I would have picked this on the part. And then obviously it didn't cover, so it didn't matter.
I did no, they did cover. I picked the Cardinals.
Oh, was it a huge line?
I picked the Cardinals. It was a 6.5 point. I picked the Cardinals.
Oh, that's right. Late. Okay.
Yeah, my mistake was that I also thought they would win, but
I love that pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Rams.
Yeah, I had a good week. I felt like I had a good week. I had some good
it's a shame
polls.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
Rams minus.
It's a shame Stokes and Ned have not got.
I know.
I mean, come on.
Well, they're in the fantasy league. They're number 1 right now.
Oh, so they're too busy worrying about their fantasy team than they are
they're sharing
their commitment
too,
to the podcast.
Yeah.
Used to be unquestioned.
Rams.
By the way, how great is Emily's team name?
It's very good.
Yeah.
The original OG or whatever.
Good.
It's very, very good.
The real one. The original real one.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
OG
right.
real one. Yeah.
Rams minus 5.
Rams minus 5 is Cardinals minus 1.
Really?
Shocking line. Now the Puka injury maybe has pushed it a little bit.
But
that
the
way.
Rams lost last week, and they're going. I know it's in Arizona, but
it's a crazy line.
All right, help me read this one. Is this
This feels like you should take the Cardinals, but I mean, like I don't know how you.
Yeah, I feel like everyone will take the Rams.
Yeah,
based off reading.
Yeah. Again,
so
you
should
thought
we
it
take
was
the
like
Cardinals?
5.
I'm down to root for the Cardinals too.
Let's take the Cardinals.
All right, your boy Gannon.
Yeah,
root for Gannon.
Yeah, I'll take the Rams.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Cardinals. But
Are you really?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, it's a Cardinals line.
I got to start trusting Vegas here.
Okay,
the Cardinals line.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
Okay,
go against you. Okay. But Vegas is saying it. All right. Bengals at Chiefs. Interesting game, obviously. From like,
I think the Chiefs are gonna smoke them. I'm gonna go Chiefs minus 4.
5.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to take the Chiefs.
I'm going to take the
I
Chiefs,
would be willing to put
this would be a parlay game.
Okay. So that's lock parlay game,
yes,
right?
This is lock parlay.
Like, I don't care that the Bengals.
Well, Joe Burrow does own the Chiefs a little, but still, I don't think he's
care.
Joe Burrow anymore.
I don't think he's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
He's
and
done.
still, Jamar Chase still not signed. Who the hell knows what that happened? T. Higgins might not play again. Like,
yeah, you're right.
They lack running. Like,
Chiefs are really good. They've had a long
I don't like Joe
break.
Mixon, but they didn't look good without him. He looked good in Houston.
Andy Reid, by the way, kind of like off a bye. This is kind of a mini bye.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
That's another good point. No, you're right. They play on Thursday. Great point. All right, I love the Chiefs.
Yep.
All right. Steelers at the Broncos. Justin Fields.
Yeah, not good.
No, he was good.
Not when I watched.
Dude, he took care of the
against
ball.
Sorry.
He was not.
He missed a lot of easy.
No,
throws.
but I think he played the way they wanted them to. He was smart.
Right,
he moved
dude,
the ball down the field. I actually was
Justin
pretty
Fields.
impressed with
Yeah,
Justin Fields. He didn't like put the ball in harm's way. He didn't turn it over. Like he played. So I think basically what they're doing with him is like, hey, we might have the best defense in football. Like, don't make mistakes. And that's what it felt like he did. I was really impressed. Like, I wasn't really impressed from him. I was knowing who Justin Fields is and the type of quarterback he is. I was impressed. He didn't take off all the time. Like, I thought Justin Fields did a nice job.
Really impressive. It's Steelers Broncos in Pittsburgh,
in
right?
Denver.
In Denver, okay. Steelers -2. Boom.
Got another.
Boom.
I feel like 2 is good.
Yeah.
I love the
I'm gonna go
Steelers.
Steelers, yeah.
Like, I think they might have the best defense in football. I think it's certainly up there.
Yeah.
It's in the discussion. Their defense is legit.
I agree.
Dude, if TJ Watt stays healthy, he's
unbelievable.
He was the best.
What are the chances he would be better than his brother?
I know.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with Emily. I was telling her about like the best brother combos,
Yeah.
the Kelseys and the Mannings and all that stuff. But like, it's like, I think he was the best football player that I watched on Sunday.
That's a good, between those 3 brothers. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The Mannings,
exactly,
Kelseys, and the Watts.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Who would you? Okay.
So I did this whole thing with her where it's like, so Peyton is the best of all of them. Obviously, if you had to like, who's the best?
Agreed.
And it's quarterback, so it's tough. But the
I think
drop
Travis
between, I think Manning's the worst. If you take the quarterback thing out of
Manning's the worst.
I think that like what I was saying to Emily is like with the Kelseys, because like it's not with the Watts. The Kelseys, you could say maybe top 3 ever at their position, both of them.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty special. Yeah. So I think it's like from drop off in terms of like both being great. I think it might be the Kelseys.
Who would you want to be?
Well, obviously the Kelseys.
Yeah,
right?
I think the Kelseys.
Yeah, and Manning's,
it's fun too.
Yeah, but
not as
Kelseys.
Fun. Yeah,
it's a real treat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both love the Steelers. That's a potential parlay game. Bears at the Texans. This is a fun Sunday night one.
Man, I want the Bears to be good so bad. I'm really wanting the Bears.
Yeah, look, the defense was legit.
Yeah, and I think Caleb Williams will be fine. I think he has a special arm. I'm gonna go Texans minus.
My worry with them is injuries already. Like Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, both might not play. But.
Yeah. Texans -6. Boom. There we go. That's 3. That's
2 in a row.
That's 2 in a row. Good point.
I'm gonna take the.
I'm gonna take the Texans.
Yeah, I can't love them that much early in the season. And,
but I mean the Bears were lucky to.
Yeah, and this feels like a Texans line, 6 points. You know, I think the injuries matter. All right, let's do it. It's rare that we get to just save it for last because it is last. Do you know the Eagles line?
Yeah, well, I've seen it throughout the week. Isn't it like 6?
6.5.
6.5. Okay.
6.5. The Eagles are a 6.5 point favorite. I can go first on this one. And we're not going to put it in the parlay because
taking the Eagles.
I think the Eagles are going to smoke the Falcons.
Okay.
Like, I think they are a way better. And look, I watched the entire Falcons game. I watched that. I had that on one TV and then the other TV but I kept the Falcons Steelers game right on my TV. They were horrible.
I don't think they're good.
Like, they were a bad football.
They have like 6 good players, which out of 22 starters is not terrible, but I just think, So here's my only concern.
So here's my let me give you a quick Falcons take.
Yeah,
they should play Michael Penix.
Cool. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Cousins
was bad.
Now
it's like you drafted a kid. Like, I know you eat the money.
Here's my concern with the game. And I'm gonna pick them to win. I'm laying the law down. Ready?
You picked them to cover too.
Yes,
for posterity.
I need to win by 10+ points.
I think you're gonna get it. I
need it.
Way better.
If they win by less than 10, I'll be disappointed.
I agree. I mean, look, you never know how the game plays out.
Right.
Look,
if they're up 14 late,
week 1 could have been Kirk Cousins could be Kirk Cousins, and he just need a week to get back on his Achilles. He comes back with these weapons, and he's good. You know, like it's not like Kirk Cousins is not historically a horrible quarterback that you should be embarrassed to lose to.
I'm sick.
with you.
I'm sick of talking about Eagles wins and explaining why it's a good win. I'm ready just to put the pot on and go, you know what? We all know it. That was a great win.
I love it.
So I'm going to go, I'll take the Eagles. All right, we're going to do Chiefs.
Yeah, I think Chiefs is a lock for us.
The Lions, I feel like maybe.
Lions. So that was a little 7. That was a weird line, the Lions. It was a little too much. Washington for sure.
Okay, so
even
Chiefs,
though it's a Giants
Washington,
line, we're gonna go with it. Screw
and
the Giants.
One more.
So let me give you the options. I like the Jags at -3 against the Browns a lot.
Okay.
We both like that one. We like the Ravens -8.5 against the Raiders. That's a lot of points.
But
it's interesting.
I like that one. Ravens.
We both like the Niners, Chiefs for sure. We said Steelers -2 in Denver. Like that. I think I like the Jags the most.
All right. So why don't we do Jags?
Okay,
Chiefs.
Let me put it in. So Jags -3. We'll just keep it as it is.
Yeah. Chiefs.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Oh, let me get not Ravens. You mean Washington?
No, I like the Ravens
-8.5.
Yeah, I think they're gonna like smoke them.
Really?
We don't have.
You like that more than Washington?
What if we put Ravens money line in addition to Washington?
Just add it in for fun. Okay, so then we go Washington -1.5, and then we've got the Chiefs -5,
and then Ravens money line.
Yep, +741.
I like it.
Okay, so the official The first
official. Yeah.
Go Birds parlay of the season. Jacksonville -3 at home against the Cleveland Browns. The Ravens money line at home against the Raiders. Washington 1.5 point favorite at home against the Giants, and KC 5-point favorite at home against the Bengals. We didn't do it on purpose. We have 4 home teams.
Yep,
too.
I love it.
Feel really good about this.
Yeah, I think this one's gonna hit.
Won our first one or second one last year, whatever.
Yeah,
so.
we
All
do
right,
good early.
All right, let's get to our final thoughts. Again, next week I'll get back to we're coming up with 2000 through 2010. A lot to choose from.
Yeah, that's a real pod one.
This is a real exactly. I'm gonna say
like
this
a long
is a real
pod.
pod. Yep. All right.
Okay.
So final thoughts.
I'll go quick because then yours sounds like it's gonna be long.
Yeah. It's not that long. It's just so Elliot, and I have one little. I'll hold on one sec because I was gonna throw in. I'll give you a Zoe thing first, a quote, and then you go yours, and then I'll get mine. But I had to bring this Zoe quote. Zoe was talking about if she were like a superhero or what. It wasn't superhero, but she was talking about like a ninja. Excuse me, like ninja, or whatever. And she goes, "I can beat up bad guys by whipping my long ass hair." Is ass a bad word? Because I think I just said it.
Wow,
that's what she just said.
Well, great finish, but also good for the curse word pod.
Yeah,
maybe we need Zoe on the pod.
And I said no, ass is fine. No, I'm kidding. I didn't. Okay, I said don't say it at school.
Yeah,
you could say
firm disagree. I think it's a Mount Rushmore. But all right, so I think I'm legitimately at the point, and I'm saying this like with full honesty, not just saying it. I think if Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce break up, I'll be sad. I think I'll be sad. Like, I'm not saying I'll cry, but like I think I'll feel like an emptiness for a day or two. It'll be like hard for me to see them and not.
Another way to say you are fully invested.
Well, I always have been, and I called it. You want to talk about calls?
Oh, you were all over it. You were the one. Yeah. You were like, it's love.
True love. Called it. I think they will get married for what it's worth.
I do too, actually. If I had to bet on it, yeah.
Here's the other thing.
Well, it's a question. Let's not get carried away.
I think she's luckier. Well, I shouldn't. I think marrying into the Kelce family is like a lucky thing to do. Put it
yes,
down,
right? Yeah. I'd rather marry into the Kelce family than the billionaire family.
Exactly. I think if anyone else,
I think most people would rather marry into the Swift family because it's the billionaire family.
Well, the Kelces have a ton of money too.
They do.
But I think if you would have said,
our podcast will sell for $100 million someday.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Once we get to 10,000 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
But
that's good.
I think that if you would have said Taylor was going to marry someone, the chances of them even being equal, I think, are so slim. I think like she's also really lucky. So I will be sad if they break up.
What do you think about Tavis?
I don't think they need a nickname. I think Taylor and Travis just sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good take.
Think she'll change her name?
No, she's way too big. Will Travis change his name?
I would love if Travis did. That would be unbelievable.
I think
he won't, but
let's put it this way. I don't think either will. They're both famous, whatever. I think if one of them did, it would be Travis.
Well, hold on. What if they hyphen it?
Oh,
hold on.
As if Elliot could be more.
Yeah, if they hyphen it.
Kelsey Swift Kelsey.
Yeah, I think Swift Kelce sounds good.
Yeah, I think she's Taylor Swift. I think she has to.
Yeah.
All right. This is maybe my most Elliot final thought of all time, but I truly mean it when I say this.
Just like I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the pop star thing. The
home
run, the soccer player thing on it. I genuinely believe, and I feel like if I had done it growing up, it wouldn't even be a question. But I think if you gave me like 2 years to really do it,
excited to hear this.
I think I could be like a high-level professional drummer. I think I could be
I believe it.
I think I could be an amazing.
First
drummer.
of all,
like
you're
ready to go. Like,
I was gonna say your leg is already in drummer shape. Like your leg is ready to go.
I've thought about this a lot. Like I think I could.
You love music.
I think
you'd
be an
fast.
amazing drummer.
Yeah, full cosign. Full cosign. I honestly, I don't think it'd take 2 years. I think give you 4 months, you would be able to play any drum. Yeah, I agree. 100%.
This is fun giving
you 2 years. You'd be like the best drummer of all time.
I wish you could have seen Tucker's face when I said it. Tucker looked at me like, you are out of your mind.
You disagree?
Yeah, I know. I knew he did.
First of all, the drums aren't that hard.
I could see it when he said it. I looked at his face and he's like, you are crazy.
Is there anybody more qualified to be a drummer? Like, he loves music. Look at his legs all the time. Like,
he's just shaky.
Yeah,
that's all drumming is. It's just hitting the thing. Yeah.
I do think punk drumming would probably be the best thing for me.
Yeah, like, I don't think you have any like syncopation or anything.
Well, that's not very
all,
nice. How do you know? He's talking about can I,
like you're saying rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think James does or doesn't have rhythm.
Thank you.
Like he listens to music all the time. Like
I do.
Used to sing on the streets of Belgium.
That they did sing on the streets of Belgium as a child, no less.
And also, I don't think you need rhythm to be a drummer. You're being told what to do. You're not making it up. Like someone else. Look, do I think you could write a hit song in 2 years? Probably not.
No, not
but
in
if, like,
20 years.
Blink-182 put you in, I think within 2 years you could definitely do it. Yeah, I think give you 4 months, you could replace him on tour.
Yeah.
I think
you can replace maybe one of the best drummers who ever
just
lived.
following directions.
I love it.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm in on it.
I need to have your back more on these. I apologize. Normally,
I always say someone else.
Now that I've put myself in your shoes,
Yeah,
it's really nice to have
well,
your back
so
when you say something like that.
I have a take. I'm not going to say it, and I'll probably never tell it to you. But it is related to that, where it might be the thing we disagree with the most. Like I'm not even going to do it because I don't.
You don't want to go into it. We're not going to do a whole price off thing again.
Yeah.
All right. Saturday, 1 to 3. Check us out. We want to talk to all our real ones, especially this is Elliot's first in-season radio show of the season.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Just got to call him before. He needs to hear from all our real ones. And also keep your eyes out.
A little something coming. We set a goal. We met.
That damn straight.
Yeah.
The goal was met.
Yes.
What is it? You'll find out next.
Yeah, you will.
On the next podcast.
That's if you keep listening right
That's
now.
right. Yeah, if you stay on the YouTube channel, you're going to find out right now. But until then, he's Elliot James. Hello, YouTubers. You were the winners.
You're going to get the announcement now.
All right, ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, hello. It is the Go Birds podcast presented by the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app. You love to play. You play to win. You bet. Bet Parks, Eliot Shorr-Parks.
A special edition.
It's announcement time. We did it. Elliot set a hard and fast date for us.
Yes.
And we have met that date. We have met that deadline.
So, quick side note. I only met it because someone I needed to call me called me and reminded me. It wasn't you. But
yes, we can. But full disclosure, I had nothing to do with media.
Yeah.
Elliot told me everything, and we're good.
Right.
So, yeah.
But it's announcement time.
I mean, I was involved in the decision to do it and all that.
Right.
Yes. No, I did not make this happen.
So I feel like as the drummer of the group,
you
should. You ready? The Go Birds trip for 2024. We're going to Baltimore.
We're going to Baltimore.
We're going to Baltimore.
Yes, we are.
Baltimore is the game. Now, lots of reasons for it. One, dude, talk about a great game.
I mean, arguably one of the biggest games on this game.
Like Eagles-Cowboys Cowboys last year is Eagles-Cowboys. It's awesome. You got to experience it.
For the first one, we had
to do
But it's
a potential Super Bowl preview. Exactly. When in reality, Baltimore's probably not going to make it, but it could be. They're one of like the 6-7 teams.
And we look, like you said, Dallas was the best, and shout out to fans of Philly. What an amazing trip. And you should go outside of Baltimore and come with us. You should try one of their trips where you fly somewhere cool. Like Joe does it up. Like the fans of Philly guy, Joe does such an amazing job. The hotels are amazing. The experience. We went to a freaking rodeo, man.
Yeah, it was absurd.
Like it was awesome.
Well, and I think so too, talking about fans of Philly. And obviously you, I guess, buried the lead, or I did. Like we're doing it with fans.
We're doing it with fans. That's
fans
why I said
yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So my point was going to be though, we're doing it with fans of Philly. My point was last year, Dallas, that was right. Trip was awesome. You have to get on a plane. It's a big trip, whatever. We wanted this year to do something
a little more local,
that people can maybe a little easier for you to get down to Baltimore to take this trip with us, all that type of stuff. You don't have to get on a plane. We know one of our great listeners, not a fan of planes. So I get it.
We'll see if he can make it, buddy.
Yeah, he'd be of all people.
Yeah,
we won't sell out his fear of planes, but you better be there. You know who we're talking to.
Right.
We wanted to do something that was a little more approachable for everyone.
Yes. So, and here's the thing too. So, all right, details. Eagles versus Ravens.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe do that.
Eagles versus Ravens, December 1st, 4:25 p.m. So that's the game in Baltimore.
3 days before Zoe's 6th birthday, so you can all,
another big highlight.
Maybe
of the
we could all. Here's something. If you come on the trip, we can make a video.
Yes, we'll do a big thing.
So Zoe loves videos. She loves anything to do with like something that's for her.
Yeah.
Like,
same.
We'll do a little Zoe. I know.
Yeah.
Zoe and you have that in common.
So Eagles Ravens, December 1st, 4:25. Here's how the weekend's gonna go. So we're gonna do the Go Birds radio Saturday afternoon. Hopefully people call in that are on the way to the trip or there. That'll be really cool. Afterwards, me and James gonna drive to Baltimore.
Yep.
Saturday night, and this is the best part of the 4:25 p.m. game. We're going out Saturday.
We're going out
Saturday night. And for those that were there last year, like we hung out with, I would say 20 people all Saturday night. It was a ton of fun. And I really hope a lot of those, it'll be hard. Like Charlie from Denmark, CJ from Texas. It's far, I understand.
Yeah.
But
it was the best part of the trip. I mean, obviously, because of the game, but it was the whole reason we do these. Like, look, it's fun to go see the Eagles play, obviously. But the reason we do these is because
hang out with people.
Yeah, as a community. Like, it's like the fantasy league, all this stuff where it's like, we love you guys and gals. We can't believe that anyone is loves this thing we do and is a part of this. And we just want to get to know everybody.
And that's the other cool thing about fans of Philly. Like, so I was just in Brazil, obviously, as we've talked about ad nauseum. But like the people on the trip.
You were in Brazil.
I know.
What?
It was so. My friend texted me last night. He's like, "Are you gonna be in New Orleans?" I'm like, "Bro, I flew to Brazil."
Yeah, I'll be.
Yeah, I'll be in New Orleans.
Yeah.
But the people on the Fans of Philly trip are so dope, and Joe himself is so dope. Like
the man.
Joe's so fun to hang out with. Like we were each invited to each other's weddings. Like he is the man. You will love hanging out with Joe, and that is a cool part about working with Fans of Philly. And I asked him if I could say this, and he said yes. Like first of all, an affordable trip because it's Baltimore.
Again, part of the reason.
Yes, but like reach out to Fans of Philly Joe. Like you put a deposit down and you can just like pay it off until December. So you don't have to put it all out at once.
That's really awesome.
So you just put a deposit down. I think the prices are online, but I'll just say I think it's affordable if you pay between now and December. Like I think easily accessible for everybody. So the people on the trip are so dope. Like there are people I still keep in contact from the Dallas trip last year. The Brazil trip was so fun. Like lifelong friends I think I made. Like my Kristen was there. She's friends with people. It's just a great time. So I think everyone that comes, like, not only would be the Go Birds family, but just like hanging out with Eagles fans will be super dope. So we'll do the radio show Saturday. We'll drive down Saturday night. There is a bus from Fans of Philly that you will take Saturday down to Baltimore. You could do Friday too if you wanted to make a whole trip out of it, which is cool because the hotel is right in the harbor, like right there. Dope hotel.
And if you've never been to the Baltimore Inner Harbor area, it's
I actually haven't been. Yeah.
What?
Well, I think I have been like 15 years ago.
Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm
it's
excited.
It's a really awesome place to be, like, as a tourist or whatever. Like, it is a really cool area to just hang out. There's all kinds of restaurants. There's things to do, and it's just beautiful. You're right on the water.
Yeah.
So
really honestly, Friday night might be the move for some people because it's one extra night in a hotel. But regardless, so there's a Friday night and a Saturday night one. Saturday night or Saturday morning, sorry, the bus goes down to Baltimore. Get in your hotel, relax. Me and James arrive around 6 o'clock. We're all going to meet up. We'll go out. We'll go to a bar. We'll go out to eat. We'll do something really fun. It'll be a late night. As we've said, when me and James drink whiskey, it's a fun time.
Oh, yeah. Like
there will be whiskey drinks.
If you're a longtime listener, or even if you're a new one, like there have been many conversations had about the James hugs. If you want a James hug and you're on the trip, guess what? You're getting a
a lot of hugs. Yeah.
Maybe if you don't want it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Saturday night, all hanging out together. Joe from Fans of Philly, all the Fans of Philly people, but all the Go Birds real ones. Sunday, we'll probably wake up a little late because it's Saturday. Maybe sleep until 9 or so, which for you is like,
ooh, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like 9.
So before the game, a tailgate outside the stadium, all you can eat, all you can drink, dope food, dope drinks. I've been at all these. They're just unbelievable. There's a DJ. It's so fun. I'll be there for most of it. You'll be there for
I'll be there for the entire thing.
And you'll go to the game.
And I will go to the game.
Yeah, you'll sit in the
out.
Exactly. Here's the other thing, and I can't tell you full details yet. There will be a Super Bowl champion at the tailgate.
Okay, so I don't even know about this. So this is somewhere I'm getting the breaking news.
There will be a Super Bowl champion.
Whoa.
At the tailgate.
Whoa.
You get to, take pictures.
I have no idea what he's talking about right there.
Yeah. You could probably figure it out if you think about it, but don't guess on the air.
I won't.
Okay.
Again, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So Super Bowl champion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Super Bowl champion at the tailgate.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm excited. Seems like an awesome person.
Yes. I think it's going to be really cool. Obviously, I've met him a bunch, but I'm excited to hang with him.
I have not.
So
if it's a person I'm thinking.
It definitely is. Yeah. So tailgate, all you can eat, all you can drink, hang out with James, me for the most part. Go to the game. Going to be an awesome game.
Yeah.
Just like cold Baltimore December. Like this is Eagles.
It's football.
It is football. Afterwards, you drive home that night. So you go to the game, you get a ride home that night, and that's the trip.
It's an easy commitment.
Easy trip. I really want to get a bunch of people.
Me too.
Like,
that's why
we have months to do it.
We're doing Baltimore so more people can come. Like that's the whole point.
Because that was what we heard last year with Dallas. It was like hard to
So come hang out with us.
Coming out with us in Baltimore, the official Go Birds trip to Baltimore. Fans of Philly, as you said, you should check out their trips regardless. Their website.
It's so much
Joe's
fun, guys.
awesome. He will work with you. Like no excuse. We're doing it.
And there's just something uniquely awesome about being in another, and I had it with the London Fans of Philly trip with Joe, obviously Dallas, but like there's something about being in a, whether it's state, country, whatever, another place with a bunch of Philly fans, like that is unifying and special and
I'm
awesome.
I'm not even kidding. Like you will make friends that you will keep throughout.
We have people who are
friends. We all have the same thing in common. The Eagles.
Yep.
And it'll be dope. And whiskey
Steve.
makes friends. So
I can't wait.
I know. I'm so pumped. And I'm excited to announce it. And finally, we've had some people reaching out. Like, where is it?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I've told everyone that's reached out.
Yeah, we knew what it was. We've just been waiting for the go
Yes.
sign. So we're really excited, everyone. So coming out with us. Any questions about it?
Yeah,
like
reach out to us, email us.
Yeah, email us at Joe at Fans of Philly. Like, what's Joe's email?
So I think it's
just Joe at Fans.
I think
of
it
Philly,
might
right?
be Fans of Philly at Gmail. We'll put it in the pod
we'll
description.
Put it in the
we'll
pod
put it in this
or
pod
just go to fansofphilly.com. That's fans with a PH. Fans of Philly, of course. But just to make sure.
Yeah, fansofphilly.com.
People going to the right spot. Fansofphilly.com. Like, if you have any questions, hit us up. But like Elliot said, like, Joe is so helpful. He's such a nice guy. He's so on top of everything. I'm sure if you reach out to him too, he can answer any questions you have.
And here's a key part of this too. If you're a Go Birds listener and you're coming, which you obviously should be, like, let us know.
Yes.
So we can include you in everything. Like, I don't want someone to come on the trip
and be like, I didn't even
you don't know
see
where the
guys.
Saturday was thing. Yeah, exactly. So we want to hang out with all you guys. That's the main purpose of going. We love hanging out. So, like, let's do it.
Just look for the loud guy. That's me.
James will be easy to find. He'll be the one, drumming and hugging. Yeah,
exactly. Yes. It's like, I know that voice.
So details will be in the pod description. We'll be talking about this a ton because we want to make sure everybody hears it and sees it and comes. And
coming out with us. It's going to be awesome. And we'll talk about this throughout the season. But if you're even 1% thinking about it, just do it.
Dude, it's so affordable. It's so cheap. It'll be so fun. It's one of those things where if you don't commit now, the week of the game, you'll be like, oh, that would have been
I should have done that.
Yeah,
and you're going to see everyone tweeting about it, talking about it. It's like, we're going to talk about it after. We're going to spend like the next month
be a great
on the pods
game.
referencing it, talking. Hey, remember that thing? Yeah, it'll be a great game. It's Eagles Ravens, the big one. So awesome. They won't be going to Baltimore again for 8 years?
Yeah, it's your only shot.
Or I guess maybe not because of the division.
Right.
Like, you never know. So, all right. Awesome stuff. Check that out. Again, check us out Saturday 1 to 3. Come to Baltimore. Fans of Philly, shout out. I'm so excited.
Now I have caffeine in me, which makes me overly excited and emotional, but I'm
just me, normal.
No, I know. That's how you feel.
I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome. All right, check us out. And then check us out Saturday. Until then, he's Elliot.